The trial against Bonginkosi Khanyile gets underway at the Durban Magistrates Court today. Khanyile is accused of inciting violence during the July 2021 unrest. He's also now joined the Patriotic Alliance party in KwaZulu-Natal. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan is in court for us and joins us now. Karinda, good morning. Remind us about the accusations against Khanyile.
Indeed. So Khanyile is facing charges of inciting public violence as well as charges relating to the contravention of the Disaster Management Act. This is because the state says they're going to use 5 video clips against Khanyile to convict him on these charges. And in one of these clips, he is seen just days before the start of the July unrest. He's seen speaking to a group of people. And according to that video, he's seen telling that crowd that people must continue burning the country in the name of Jacob Zuma, calling for the release of Jacob Zuma. At that time, the former president was at the Escort prison. He had been arrested, and we know in the wake of that, the week of violence had spread out in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. So Khanyile has been accused essentially as one of the instigators of the violence that we saw. So these are the charges he's facing before the court. His trial was supposed to start last week. He was actually arrested this time last year. Or rather, his trial was supposed to start on Monday, but it was postponed to today because Khanyile told the court that at the 11th hour he wanted to add a new lawyer to his case, as well as he claims that the state has delivered documents to him late. But the state denies this. Advocate Yuri Gangai, who is looking over this matter, along with other matters involving instigators related to the July unrest, says that he's tried to contact Khanyile several times, but to no avail, and he also alleges or claims that Khanyile is purposefully trying to delay this trial. So we're going to see this get underway. It's not sure whether trial will indeed get underway if Khanyile is ready for the next step of this legal process. But like you mentioned, he's still very much involved in politics. He was axed from the EFF. He was a member there, but there were many controversies around his alliance with the EFF, and now he is joined by the Patriotic Alliance. In fact, some members have been at this court to support Khanyile, but we're going to ask him more about this new alliance with the Patriotic Alliance and what it means for him and why he seemingly frayed away from the support to the ANC. He was previously known as an activist during the Fees Must Fall campaign, but now, of course, he is embroiled in the allegations around being an instigator of the July unrest.
Karinda, we're fully aware that other suspects have been linked to those protests and certainly instigation of that violence, if you will. Many have arrested and been taken to court. Where are we with those arrests or those cases at the moment?
Indeed, over the past month, there have been several arrests related to the July unrest. And just yesterday, 8 more people were arrested. They're accused of public violence or inciting public violence and arson during those 8 days in July. So far, 34 people have been arrested this month. We're not seeing major political figures among the 34 that have been arrested this month. In fact, one who has some sort of political alliance is Zanele Masuku, who is an ANC Youth League member in the northern parts of the province. But when we look at the names of the suspects, the jobs they conduct, according to a recent media report which looked at this charge sheet, we see that among them is a primary school teacher, someone who works at a dentistry, a business operator, so not necessarily major political figures. We do know that there are investigations currently into the daughter of the former president, Dudu Zuma. During the July unrest, or just before the July unrest, there was a Twitter account associated with her, purported to be her account, reposting images of protest and saying that we see you. So she has been accused as being an instigator of this unrest, but we haven't really seen major political figures now being linked or pointed as an instigator of those very destructive and deadly 8 days in July. So the 34 suspects that have been arrested so far, we understand more arrests are imminent. They have all been granted bail of 3,000 rand and will appear at the Durban Magistrates Court again on the 26th of August, then for the continuation of the legal process against them. So we are seeing some sort of movement now when it comes to law enforcement authorities investigating the July unrest. It cost more than 300 lives across KZN and Gauteng and cost the economy billions of rands in damage, something that the country is still trying to recover from, and of course looking for who to hold accountable for those deadly days in July.
Karinda, Jagmohan coming to us from the Durban Regional Court. Thank you so much for your time this morning.